today on Good Morning BU.
A shooting at a Rhode Island ice rink leaves 3 people dead.
And we are joined by the students who broke the story about the dean of BU's College of Communication appearing in the Epstein files.
Student Health urges students to take preventative measures as cold and flu cases spike on BU's campus.
Gillette Stadium had more spirit than ever this past season as Patriots fans regain their enthusiasm for the team.
And the Thai Performance Center is hosting a festival of original performances presented by Wandering Minds of BU. Live from Studio West in the College of Communication, Good Morning BU starts right now. Hello and welcome to Good Morning BU. I'm Claire Chen.
And I'm Lily Chapman. Here are today's top stories. 3 people were killed and 3 others were injured in a shooting at a high school hockey game in Rhode Island on Monday. The shooter, identified as Roberta Esposito and born as Robert Dorgan, targeted ex-wife Rhonda Dorgan and son Aiden. Police say Esposito died from a self-inflicted wound. Those injured include the victim's parents and a family friend who were in critical condition as of Tuesday afternoon. In divorce filings, Esposito's ex-wife cited gender reassignment surgery and narcissistic personality disorder traits as reasons for the filing. She then crossed that out, writing that irreconcilable differences caused the breakdown of their marriage. Esposito posted about marital issues on X, saying that Rhonda, quote, hates the person who stole her husband. The Dorgan family said they are grieving and focused on those who have been injured in a statement Thursday evening.
Effective Saturday morning, the Department of Homeland Security shut down due to debate over immigration enforcement, after the Trump administration suspended hundreds of disaster aid workers from being deployed across the country. According to information obtained by CNN, DHS directed the Federal Emergency Management Agency to stop all travel, affecting more than 300 responders. The travel freezes come after restrictions were placed on FEMA operations by DHS Secretary Kristi Noem this year. Still, officials say it's unclear how the pauses will affect disaster recovery across the country, including the sewage spill cleanup in the Potomac River and Hurricane Helene relief in states like Florida and North Carolina. Other FEMA staff working on location will stay in the field until the end of their assignments.
And our Boston correspondent, Catherine Markello, is live at Boston Logan International Airport this morning to tell us what this partial government shutdown means for TSA agents and Boston travelers. Catherine?
Thanks, Lily. Yes, TSA agents could likely bear the greatest impact of the funding lapse. We're here at Terminal A where travelers do seem to be moving smoothly, although the TSA officers screening them are working without pay. Roughly 95% of TSA's workforce has been deemed essential, meaning they will continue to work, but could miss paychecks if the Democrats and Republicans do not reach an agreement in the next 2 weeks. Union leaders in New England say that many TSA officers are still recovering financially from the prolonged shutdown this fall. Travel industry groups caution that if the shutdown continues, staffing shortages could lead to longer wait times. For now, travelers are advised to arrive early and check their flight status before heading to the airport. Live from Logan for Good Morning BU, I'm Catherine Markello. Back to you, Claire.
Thanks, Catherine. An update on the Nancy Guthrie missing case reveals gloves were found in an unknown person's DNA about 2 miles from Miss Guthrie's home in Arizona. The gloves appear to match those worn by an unidentified man caught on Miss Guthrie's doorbell camera the night of her disappearance. As the search reaches its 20th day with little success, the FBI has extended its search to Mexico. The county sheriff, Chris Nanos, told BBC News there's no reason to suspect Miss Guthrie has been taken to Mexico, but that doesn't mean an investigation has not been launched in the area. Now, we'll be back after the break.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
It's important to get a flu shot. each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back. The dean of BU's College of Communication was found to have corresponded with Jeffrey Epstein in 2014 and 2015 via email. The correspondence was found among millions of files released by the federal government. Two Daily Free Press writers were the first to break the story, and they're here live in studio to tell us more. Lily, over to you.
Thank you, Claire. I'm here with Jack Schwed and Truman Dickerson. Thank you guys so much for being here with us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So let's start from the beginning. What exactly did you find in these emails that you found to be new or worthy of news coverage?
So, I mean, the Epstein files are obviously in conversation among all news organizations in the country, and in particular, student newspapers have done a good job covering it. And so we found that the comm dean, Mariette DiChristina, had in 2014 and 2015 corresponded with Jeffrey Epstein, had a meeting with him in his Manhattan apartment, invited him to attend an editorial meeting at Scientific American, the scientific magazine where she worked, and that's what we found.
And these emails were just a few among millions of documents released by the Department of Justice. Can you tell me what the reporting process was like in terms of digging through those files and piecing the story together?
So I got the tip from a FREEP alumni, and so you put Ms. DiChristina's name in the DOJ search engine, and we got about 290 hits. Now that doesn't mean that she wrote him 290 times. A lot of them are duplicates. So it was a very painstaking, slow process of looking through each mention, separating it chronologically, and figuring out what happened, and then trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, and you are both students in College of Communication, reporting on the dean of your own school. Did you feel any added pressure or weight taking on a story like this?
I wouldn't say so. I feel like the College of Communication is very supportive of all comm students, including journalism students, whether that be whether they're reporting for the university or that's independent. So I feel like there really wasn't a pressure, because I think there is a mutual understanding between like the Daily Free Press and BU that these that we will report on things like this. So. And
did you guys reach out to DiChristina for comment at all?
Yeah, we did. We tried calling her a few times, and we always have lines of communication with the BU spokesperson. Colin Riley reached out to him, and we waited just under 2 hours, and we did not hear back. So we published the story, and then I think about an hour after we published it, we got her statement. And it's important to note that the authorities have not accused her of any criminal wrongdoing in connection with Epstein. But what we found newsworthy was that all of her communication with him happened after he was pled guilty in 2008 to solicitation of a minor for prostitution, and DiChristina said that she was not aware of that conviction at the time of her correspondence with him.
All right. Well, Truman and Jack, thank you guys so much for being here with us this morning. Stick around with us to get updates on Moderna's mRNA flu shot.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back. The FDA is reviewing Moderna's application for its first mRNA seasonal flu vaccine after initially refusing to accept it, which is a rare move from the agency. Regulators said the company's original application did not include, quote, adequate and well-controlled clinical trial, which is required for approval. The vaccine uses the same mRNA technology as Moderna's COVID-19 shot, and the company has been looking to expand that platform into the seasonal flu market. Now, Moderna says it's changing its strategy and will seek approval for a specific age group rather than the broader population. The decision could delay the company's entry into the competitive flu vaccine market as the review process continues. Suid sat down with Student Health Services to find out how students can stop the virus in its tracks. Want to know how the flu is moving around campus? Our lifestyle correspondent, Gabrielle, has the rundown.
Health officials in Massachusetts have reported 193 flu-related deaths so far this season, making it one of the most intense flu seasons in recent years. At BU, cold and flu season isn't just an abstract number. It's something students, professors, and health staff are actively managing as clinic visits remain high.
In general, being at a university, cold and flu season is always a lot of fun. It's very, very busy time. I feel like this year, earlier, we saw more cases of the flu. Like right before Christmas break, we definitely saw a big spike in cases.
And with this spike in cases, students need to be using preventative care measures to keep themselves and the people around them safe.
Hand washing is so important. Throughout the day, washing your hands at least 20 seconds in warm soapy water, being mindful of touching the nose, the eyes. If you're actively sick, sneezing into the crook of your elbow rather than your hand or into the air to help prevent spread to other people.
And while those small actions matter, Corbett said that getting vaccinated is another important step.
I definitely still recommend everyone get them. It can help potentially reduce symptom severity for the person that gets it, but also it can help prevent spread to higher risk groups. So people that are immunocompromised, elders, babies, young children.
With cases still circulating and students living and learning in close quarters, the message from Student Health Services is clear. Prevention protects everyone. For Good Morning BU, I'm Gabrielle Seaway.
Thank you, Gabrielle. In more campus news, student government is hosting their first town hall of 2026, where attendees can give feedback directly to student government. Here to tell us more is the co-director of engagement, Kian Moss. Claire, over to you.
That's right, Lily. Student government is hosting their first town hall of 2026, where students can give feedback. I'm here with Kian Moss from BU Student Government, and he's here to tell us all about it. So, Kian, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, can you explain a bit more about this event for people who don't know?
Yeah. So the Student Government Monthly Town Hall is an initiative that we piloted in September. We wanted to engage more students in kind of on-campus happenings and have them directly ask questions to student government leaders, administration leaders, whatever it may be. So we started that event off in September. We had a conversation about organizational funding with Margaret Babson, the head of SLIC, as well as Sydney Oshiro, who is the head of the allocations board. And then each month we followed up with a different topic based on campus sentiment or campus conversations that are going on. And so yeah, next week we're looking forward to our February town hall, which will be really exciting, and we're hoping to have a really good, meaningful conversation over there.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So is there a theme or a topic for this specific town hall?
Yeah, so we've heard bi-weekly we do a lot of student outreach and feedback and hear about concerns that students are having, and obviously everything going on with federal action and ICE, especially. We have a huge international population here at BU, and I know a lot of people are scared right now about what can happen to them, so we're hoping to make our campus more well-informed about those kind of issues. We have people from the International Students and Scholars Office, that director over there, as well as the chief of BUPD, and other representatives in the space to kind of talk about what's going on with ICE, how students can be best supported by organizations on campus, and so they're, they know their rights and things of that nature. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that students have a lot of questions about, how to approach ICE, how to deal with ICE, especially after Zach Siegel made headlines. Is this town hall a response to that incident?
Yeah, not necessarily. We have, I think 30-something% of our campus is international students, so this is an issue that, kind of transcends what happened a couple months ago, and it's more of a nationwide issue, and it's making sure that these students know what's going on that level, and it's not really necessarily a response to that, more so a nationwide kind of sentiment, an issue that's going on, and just our way of bringing light and information to it, if you will.
And you mentioned that almost 30% of BU's international students, that's actually, for context, around almost 13,000 people. So a lot of BU students are going to be affected by this. Do you have any comment on how you believe the federal policies will impact people right here at BU?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of really important programs here at BU surrounding that, and there's a lot of ways for students to get well informed on their rights. I was born in Ireland, so this is like an issue that was, it's very close to home. I've had a green card for most of my life, so I know a lot of people who are not from the United States, and I've felt, this issue directly and having conversations with them. So I think it's more so just bringing light to all the work that's being done on the administration level to protect these students, and also how can we further that and do more and make sure that these students feel heard and respected, and when they come to school, they can learn, they can thrive in this environment, and they don't have to be worried about, federal action knocking on their door. So.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Kian.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Right. Next, we'll head down to Foxborough for the latest on New England's favorite football team.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Welcome back. I know we all miss seeing Gillette Stadium on our TVs, so luckily our sports correspondent Hannah Connors went there to speak with a Patriots beat reporter about expectations for the team in 2026.
Just a few weeks ago, Gillette Stadium was packed with fans, excited to cheer on a winning team because for the first time since 2019, the New England Patriots made a deep postseason run, culminating in a 29-13 Super Bowl loss against the Seattle Seahawks. Led by second-year quarterback Drake May and rookie coach Mike Vrabel, all the odds were against the two heading into this postseason, but they completely switched around Drake May's original rookie record this season. Doug Kyde, Patriots beat reporter for the Boston Herald, explained that the culture Vrabel has fostered is extremely unique in the NFL.
Vrabel really got buy-in because he created kind of a family type element with the team.
These new faces around the Patriots program are more likable when compared to the old dynasty under Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. For starters, Brady and May are drastically different players. May also boasts a more mobile playing quarterback style, which is very new to New England fans. But Patriots fans have easily bought into the new future.
I mean, there were times late in the season during the home playoff games where Gillette Stadium was louder than I remember it even being during the Dynasty era.
And though football season does not start again until the fall, New England fans have lots to be excited for in the future. Reporting for Good Morning BU, I'm Hannah Connors.
Thank you, Hannah. We'll touch down back in Boston proper to talk about weekend plans after the break.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
Welcome back. Now, if your weekend plans aren't set, don't worry. We have some last-minute ideas for that perfect night out. Fiona, what have you got?
Thanks, Claire. Winter isn't slowing down, and neither is Boston. From winter activities to live entertainment to there's plenty happening around the city this season. Kicking off the weekend, step into winter magic at the Frostival Lodge in Copley Square from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. This cozy lodge is open now through February 28th. The Scandinavian-inspired pop-up features winter food and drinks from Italy, trivia nights, and live music. Tonight, you can celebrate Lunar New Year at the Chinese Lunar New Year Gala happening from 5 to 6:20 p.m. at 610 Beacon Street. Enjoy traditional food, cultural workshops, calligraphy, mahjong, karaoke, and a special lion dance performance, while also learning more about study abroad opportunities in Shanghai and Taiwan. This weekend, Boston University School of Theater presents Islander, a captivating new musical performing February 21st to 22nd from 2 to 3:30 p.m. at 855 Commonwealth Ave. And if you like theater, don't miss Little Women at the Dorothy and Charles Mosian Center for Arts in Watertown. Weekend performances run now through March 1st. From winter festivities and cultural celebrations to fun live performances, there's no shortage of ways to stay entertained, even when the weather is gloomy. That's your weekend roundup for this week. Stay warm and have fun. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Fiona. Now, if you're looking to stay on campus this Saturday night, we have an activity for you. Theater groups from BU and 2 other universities are linking up for a joint show, or the Cluster Fest. Joining us now is one of the show's producers. Cameron, over to you.
Thank you, Claire. Today I'm here with producer Sarah El-Shaggy. Thank you so much for coming in.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so for viewers who don't know, what is Clusterfest and how did it come to life?
Yeah, so Clusterfest, it's called that because it's a cluster of different clubs from different universities. And so it actually came to life from, I'm on e-board for one of the BU's theater clubs, Wandering Minds. So our vice president, Ethan Mostoyevsky, I could have been pronouncing that wrong. Sorry, Ethan. And he actually came up with the idea a year ago. He works at Sci, the auditorium, which is where this is going to be hosted.
Yeah.
And so he booked the space a year in advance. He's been contacting the clubs. He's really been putting in a lot of effort
Yeah.
to try and like coordinate it.
Mhm.
And so from there, my friends Charo Payeras and Courtney Ford, they wrote a play for Wandering Minds as a representation, and we're performing that at Clusterfest, and then the other clubs decided to join in.
Wait, that is so amazing. That's like incredible that it took over, like he planned this over a year
yeah.
ago. Like that's insane. So considering it is made up of Boston University, Northeastern, and Tufts, what makes that collaboration so special?
What makes it special, at least for us, is that we never really get to like see the other universities' plays and everything. I mean, unless like we hear about it or we have connections from the other universities. So like hosting that and being able to like share in this kind of special hobby that we all get to participate in is really nice. I mean, particularly for BU, I can't really speak for the other universities, but the BU undergrad theater clubs, none of us are theater majors.
Oh, okay, interesting.
That would be like CFA.
Yeah.
And so we're all kind of doing this as a hobby, like purely recreational. And so like to kind of like share that with the other universities, that's really nice.
Wait, that's awesome. So like, where did this hobby originate from?
I mean, for me personally, I've been into it since second grade. I was the lead in my pirate play.
Wait,
Yeah, thank
awesome.
you.
Okay,
I was the
actress.
captain.
Wait, amazing.
But no, like actually more recently, senior in high school, I took an intro to technical theater class.
Cool.
And I actually do more of the backstage stuff typically. I am acting in Clusterfest though, so if y'all think I'm funny, come see the play.
Wait, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're an actress, but you're also a producer in Clusterfest, correct?
The technical term, I guess, I'm technically directing it.
Oh, okay.
So I run all like the lights and sound and organize all that, and I also am actor in it.
Oh, cool. So like, what made you want to take on the more like technical position?
Yeah, so in general, I always like seeing how things come together. I really love seeing, because I particularly have always loved theater.
Yeah.
And so I guess seeing how all the actors kind of come together and seeing the rehearsals and seeing like just everything, all the pieces come together to make such a beautiful like presentation has always been special to me. For this particular project, I'm actually roommates with one of the directors, Charo.
Oh, awesome.
And she and Courtney have been planning this forever, and I kind of saw the project come together, you know, and so I was personally invested in it. So I really did want to just like help them in any way I could, and they asked me to technically direct.
That's
so.
amazing. Yeah, so like what has been the most rewarding piece you've gotten out of Clusterfest?
Honestly, spending time with Charo and Courtney and the cast. They're all very lovely people, and I wouldn't have really gotten to know them otherwise. And so just spending time with them in rehearsal, and rehearsal, even if it's long, it's always so fun. I mean, it's a comedy, the one that we're doing, and it's funny. I'll tell you that. So there's lots of laughs being shared, and that's really, really nice.
Wait, that's awesome. So how does being like working on the technical side compare to like being in the actual performance? Like how does that compare?
Yeah, so on a personal level, I've acted for BU, including this festival, twice. I acted last spring.
Oh, what were you in last spring?
I was in a Wandering Minds production called Amelia Galati, which is like an
awesome.
18th century German play, so no one heard of
Okay,
it
cool.
before, really.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's definitely very different, like memorizing the lines and being in the rehearsal room as an actor.
Yeah.
It feels super different than being in tech, I would say. There's definitely you have to memorize the lines and everything. But it's also like, once you're on stage, you know, you got it, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of the most stressful part in tech, because if something goes wrong, you can't really hide it. If you're an actor, you can improvise.
Yeah.
You can't improvise the lights going out,
Yeah.
you know?
No, totally get it.
Yeah, I would say just a different emphasis of stress would be what the main difference is to me.
Cool. And then when and where can viewers go see the amazing Clusterfest?
Yes, it's actually tomorrow.
yay.
It's tomorrow in Psy at 4. It's free. So you can get the tickets on Eventbrite. You just have to like register or something. You can also get it like at the door if you just show up. But it's on the link for Wandering Minds' Instagram at WMindsBU.
Wait, that's awesome. Thank you so much for coming in today, Sarah. And I know where I'm headed on Saturday. You can join me by purchasing tickets on the Wandering Minds Instagram. Now, back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Cameron. Well, that's going to do it this week at Good Morning BU. I'm Lily Chapman.
And I'm Claire Chen. Stay safe and have a great weekend.